Namaste. So for this love lesson, we are going to talk about asana. And asana meaning in the sense of practicing asana to prepare us for dhyana. So typically, asana, a correct asana or practicing asana in a correct manner, the yoga text, the Yoga Sutras, tells us that asana should be Sthira Sukham asana. And usually this is translated to be a steady and easeful pose. So we're going to start there, but I'm going to try to take us a little deeper into that. So I want you to think, we'll use an analogy or a metaphor of a tree. So a tree being a strong, large, strong tree that is deeply rooted into the earth. So this would be the qualities of Sthira. So meaning steady, strong, structured, giving form, right? So we could think of our physical body or the Sthula Sthira as the part that is providing Sthira, the steadiness and strength and container, if you will, for the asana. And then the other quality of Sukha, which is usually translated to be easeful. If you think about once the tree is strongly rooted deeply into the earth, then it is able to receive the nourishment that it needs to be able to grow, and also to be able to provide the movement and the flexibility that it needs to weather storms and other natural occurrences. So we want our asana to have both qualities of Sthira and Sukha. So we're going to start with Sukham asana. So a sitting, cross-legged sitting position. And you'll notice that, I'll just show you. So I'm sitting up on a cushion, right, on top of a blanket. Sitting all the way on top of my cushion. And then I'm also providing some support for my knees as well. So my body is getting a fair amount or a lot of support. I'm trying to provide it with all the support it needs so that I can experience the Sukham or the easeful part quality of the asana. So if you're used to sitting with in a rigid manner, with your low back arched and your hips tilted forward, this might feel a little odd to you or a little unusual. So I want you to think about being more easeful in your seated position in your asana. So that means moving back into the spine a little bit. I love the way that Angela Farmer describes this by moving into your wings, moving into the spinal column. So backing into the spine just a little bit. Okay? And then, so you're getting rid of that unnatural deep arch in the lumbar spine. It may at first even feel like you're slumping a little bit. So we don't want to slump, but we also don't want to be rigid. So you want to back up just a little, like I said, into the spine. Be sure you're on top of the sitting bones fully. And then provide your knees some support. So even if your knees can go all the way to the floor, it really is a good idea to give them a little bit more support. And this is going to allow you to begin to release and let go of any inner tension that you're holding in the groin and the inner thigh area. So again, sitting back just a little bit into the spinal column and see if you can just place your hands on top of your knees. And I want you to think about your spinal column. This is the physical spinal column that we are speaking of right now. And imagine or visualize your vertebra just stacked one on top of the other, nice and straight and strong. So it's providing that quality of sthira without effort. And you might want to just close your eyes for a moment here and just see if you can start to connect with that place of balance, of equilibrium. Connect with your breath for just a few moments here. You might feel your shoulders begin to relax a little farther away from your ears. You can relax your abdominal muscles. Again, you might be surprised to start feeling some even deeper releases in the thighs, the hips, the groin area. You also might want to think about bringing your chin in just slightly, so that again you are eliminating any curve in the cervical vertebra in the back of the neck, so that you are in alignment from the crown all the way down through the spinal column to the very base of your spine. So again, one way of thinking about Sthira and Sukham is the qualities of the physical asana. And we are going to call attention to that. But another way I like to think about it is the Sthira quality provided by the physical body. So we are providing a container for ourselves so that we can experience the quality of easefulness, of nourishment, of peace, enjoyment. And these things are experienced in our astral body or our energetic body, or our Shukma Sthira. So one aspect of the subtle body, of course, is the pranamaya kosha. So start, you can even visualize the breath, or as you bring more and more awareness to your breathing. I'm going to just begin our practice with our Guru mantra. Om Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Deva Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Namah Shivaya Gurave Satchitananda Murtaye Nishprapanjaya Shandhaya Shri Shivanandaya Te Namaha. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. So we're going to move into Shavasana and work a little bit more with these qualities of Sthira and Sukham. And we're going to do our Shavasana using a chair. So it's another way of doing Shavasana, providing even more support for our container, our vastu, or physical body. So you can do this if you have a chair close by. You can use a chair. You can also use your sofa, right? Or a recliner, whatever you have handy. So I'm going to use my chair here. Those blankets close by in case we need them. And just make sure you can see me. So I'm going to put my legs up in the chair. Okay, and you want a chair that's high enough so that you can make sure you can see me. So you want to use a chair that's high enough that you can, it actually is kind of lifting the back of the muscles for you, which is going to relieve any effort in the hips. Okay, so again, putting your legs up in chair. And just lying down here for a few moments. And you can put your hands on top of your belly. Sit up with your knees. Lay down. And again, just connect with your breath here for a moment. She always gets so excited when you get on the yoga mat. Go lay down. Go lay down. Go lay down. What? So your hands are on top of your belly or at the sides of your body. And just allow, so you're providing the support that your body needs so that again you can start sinking inward. We're going to offer a couple different practices here. Still concentrating on providing the support, the sthira, and experiencing the easefulness or the nourishment, the sukham. So we're going to take our right leg and just slide it inward a little bit towards the body. And then I want you to fully support it with your hand. So you want your knee in line with your right cheek. And you want all the effort to be in your arms and your hands here. So you're fully supporting your leg, okay, so that it's not having to do any effort here. And even if you feel like you're not experiencing a release here, just trusting in the process. Think about releasing, relaxing all the muscles here of the right leg, really supporting that leg here so that it doesn't have to hold itself up. And releasing and relaxing the buttocks, the low back, really everything except for your arms and hands. This is actually, believe it or not, a really great stretch for the psoas muscle, which typically is taught in a lunge position to stretch the psoas. But in this practice, remember, we're looking for sukham. So we're actually looking not to stretch, but to release. And we could bring that leg in just a minute. Bring both legs in. Pause for just a moment. And then we're going to take the right leg all the way back down now and slide the left leg away just slightly. Line up the left knee with the left cheek. And again, fully supporting it with the hands. So you could either be holding the knee, holding the thigh, holding the pant leg, whatever you need to do to fully support that leg. So if you were to let go, the leg would fall out to the side. Okay, you want to, you are holding the leg, it's completely relaxed. And see if you can just take that easeful feeling just deeper and deeper and deeper into pelvic area, into the pelvic bowl, into the deep muscles of the inner thigh, groin, buttocks, the hip. And then push that leg away again. And then you can place your hands here. You might already be feeling, you feel a tingling sensation in the hips here. When you start this practice, you might find it very surprising how much you're actually able to experience this letting go and releasing. So we're going to continue with the psoas here, and we're actually going to do a lunge, but we're going to do a supported lunge. So it's going to look probably a lot different from what you're used to. And we're going to use some blocks. So to be sure that you are providing, again, the support that your body needs to be able to experience these deep releases. So we're going to come up onto hands and knees. And we'll start with our right foot up between the blocks. With these. Okay, right foot up between the blocks, and then lunging forward about, not even halfway from what you would normally do. And you're take your right hip, right, and be sure that it's down into the floor. And then move your right ankle up a little bit if you need to. Go ahead and drop your head. And then push back into the hands just a little bit so that you make sure you're really supporting yourself. You could turn those back toes under. Okay. And then pushing into the hands and really think about releasing the abdominal muscles. Just allowing yourself to sink inward into the pose. So all the support here is really in your arms and hands. And again, this is a deep release on our psoas muscle. So we're releasing really the left side. And really holding onto the blocks and really pressing firmly with the hands. And then releasing back. Pausing just a moment. Okay, and we're going to do the same thing on the left side. So left foot comes forward. You can back that left leg up just a little bit. So you want your knee, left knee right underneath. Maybe I should turn around so you can see. Here we go. So left foot is up. Okay, and you want to take this hip and bring it down. Okay, and then we're lunging forward about a third of the way, maybe. Drop your head in, maybe move that foot up just a little bit. And then press into your hands and back it up just slightly so that, and don't forget to turn this back toes under. And pressing firmly into the hands here and releasing all those deep inner groin muscles, inner thigh muscles, psoas muscle. And for demonstration purposes, we're not going to hold it very long, but I can tell you the longer you hold these supported asanas, the deeper the release. So you can hold for as long as you want. And it's always surprising and incredible to me. Whenever it feels like I have released and let go, just coming back to it over and over again, and just allowing myself to just go deeper and deeper and deeper into the asana. So we're going to now do some spinal stretches. So I'm going to come back up into a seated position. So make sure again that you are providing yourself all the support that you need. So I'm going to actually stack 2 blankets here. I apologize, she's just all in my business today. So we're going to stack 2 blankets. And then one for the knees as well. And then again, coming up into a comfortable sitting position. And providing that support for the knees. Okay, so for this one, we're going to use our blocks and put them on either side of the body. Okay, and we'll start on the left side. So you're going to hold on to your block and put it out far enough so that you're having to lean. Okay, so you really want to lean into the block here. And you're not collapsing the lower rib cage. Actually, if you were here, you might have a tendency to curve here. So if you move it out a little bit, you're really, the left part of the rib cage here is supported. Take the opposite arm up. And then now here, let me move my hair so you can see. Here, you can actually shrug the shoulder and just let your head go. So again, all the support is in the arm. And you're reaching with the right fingers. And then just relax here, the abdomen, the lower back. Oh, it's so yummy. Okay. Ooh. Now we're going to do the other side. So again, move the block away from the body so that you're really having to lean into it. Good deeds. And then take your left arm up. And again, let me move my hair so you can see. And you're going to go ahead and shrug, reaching with those left fingertips. All supports in your right leg, in your right arm. and release. Okay. So we're going to do one more. We're going to do a spinal twist. And so for this one, you're going to take your hand back behind you. You can make a fist with your hand or lay your palm flat, whichever works best for you. So typically when we practice spinal twist or we're taught spinal twist, we have a tendency to, again, sit up very rigid, maybe arching the low back a little bit, and really using the spinal column to twist yourself around. So we're going to really concentrate in the easefulness of the asana, the Sukham of the asana. So you're going to Sthira, support, right? You're going to take your right hand to your knee. I want you to sit into your spine a little bit. So it may even feel like you're rounding your back a little. You're not. Okay? You're just allowing that left hand to create an external spinal column, if you will. Take your right arm, and now all the effort is in your arms. So I want you to think about relaxing the abdomen, relaxing all the muscles. So if you were to let go of your right arm, you literally would come back to the front. Okay, so your arms are doing all the work here. And release. Get a much deeper twist and much deeper release here. So we're going to go with the right arm back behind you, again creating that nice firm foundation for yourself, the external spine. Really lean into it. Okay? Let the arm be your support. However you need to get comfortable. Your left arm this time is on your right knee. Okay? And relax your abdominal muscles. And now we're going to twist. And letting the arms do the work here. Be sure you're not straining the neck. And release. Okay. So the purpose of the practice today was to think about asana as a means towards dhyana. And if you're going to experience dhyana, it is absolutely necessary that you be in a position of Sthira and Sukham. We're going to close with our closing mantra. Om Asatoma Satgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mitroma Amritangamaya. Om Asatoma Satgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mitroma Amritangamaya. Om Asatoma Satgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mitroma Amritangamaya. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Lead us from untruth to truth, from darkness to light, and from the illusion of death to the reality of immortality. Om